I always find people's reaction funny when they find out that I've had cancer. They always say I'm sorry. And I'm always, why? Did you give it to me? I was 11 when I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, a bone and muscle tumour. Every now and again, I'd get like what felt like a pulled muscle in my leg. So I had an x-ray and they saw a growth on the bone. When I first went in to see my oncologist, she was explaining to my parents what the treatment was going to be. And one thing that was a little scary was noticing that my parents were afraid, because they were always calling it Ewing sarcoma, Ewing sarcoma. They refused to admit that it was actually cancer. So within 2 weeks, I had my first surgery. A week after that, I started chemotherapy.
Be all right.
For the next 2 years, I was having chemotherapy every fortnight and in and out of the hospital during that time with surgery on my leg, and that surgery continued for the next 10 years. My love of science fiction started when I was 11. The hospital's a scary place for a young boy, and that's where I started reading, because lying in bed, not being able to move while having chemotherapy and surgery, you need some way to escape. I was given the book An Heir to the Empire by Timothy Zahn. From there, it moves on to Arthur C. Clarke, Philip K. Dick, Starship Troopers. I've always been a Star Wars fan. Everyone's seen it at least twice. Anyone who says they haven't is a complete and utter liar. When I was 15, 16, I had a stainless steel brace put on my leg, which was to lengthen my left femur. And my friends, being the nice people they are, used to call it the Meccano set.
Emergency, emergency.
Two interlocking screws just above my knee and two interlocking screws just below my thigh went into the femur. Went through the skin, through the muscle, through the bone, and then straight out through the other side. Science fiction actually precedes medical science. Getting a mechanical leg put on transformed me into a science fiction character. In the Star Wars universe, when a limb is lost, it's replaced with a mechanical one, much as I just had done. And let's face it, what science fiction fan doesn't want to be a robot?
誰この悪者。
じゃあ殺されるようにしろ。キャプテンカンサー。
お前が言ってることは怖くないぞ、キャプテンキャンサー。
お前のパワーをバカにしてた。
ドクターからもらったパワーとテクニックでお前を殺す。負けねえぞ、負けねえぞ。
I now work in a spectacle factory. One thing that's always intrigued me is the human race in science fiction moves out and colonises, expands and grows. And another thing that always happens is humans grow. At my workplace, I've seen great leaps and bounds in the machines we've used. I've actually seen leaps and bounds in what happened to my leg as well. With people's eyes, there will always be a need for optical mechanics. Much the way I needed a metal brace, a lot of people need spectacles to help them see. And the way I look at it, I'm giving people bionic eyes, which pretty much makes me a cyborg builder. It's amazing. A lot of good's come out of me having cancer. I got to meet my idol, George Lucas, creator of Star Wars. But with the Meccano set now gone, I've got to get my sci-fi fix in other ways.